In today's news, Tesha Miller, the alleged leader of the notorious Klansman gang, is among 16 inmates suing the government over conditions at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center, the country's main prison. The lawsuit, filed on December 4, 2024, claims that the state has violated their constitutional rights, including their right to equal treatment. The lawsuit names the superintendent of the downtown Kingston-based correctional facility, the Minister of National Security, and the Attorney General as defendants. In addition to Miller, the plaintiffs include Curtis Armstrong, Errol Clark, Von Taylor, Howard Young, Kirk Forrester, Adrian Clark, Rowan Carr, Dwayne Frater, Shanil Daly, Noshan Guest, Curtis Carter, Karan Williams, Ronaldo Spence, Dwayne Drummond, and Kemar Spike. The inmates are seeking 11 declarations and damages for alleged breaches of their rights. They contend that their right to equality before the law was infringed. When the superintendent and his officers imposed a no-visit day rule on several days in November 2024 without informing them or their families. The lawsuit also claims that a 2-year visitation ban breached their rights to communicate with family and spouses. Another major issue raised is the lack of access to legal representation. The inmates argue that the superintendent and Minister of National Security have collectively failed to establish sufficient rules and facilities for them to meet with their lawyers and prepare their defenses. The inmates further allege that very lax rules and practices govern visits by lawyers and that there is a complete failure by prison authorities to facilitate meetings with legal representatives. The long-standing physical conditions at the cramped and deteriorating centuries-old Tower Street prison are also cited as violations of their rights. Miller and his co-claimants, who are appellants not yet serving sentences, are also challenging Section 31(3) of the Jurisdiction Act, which regulates when sentences begin for individuals awaiting appeal outcomes. They argue that appellants should not be treated the same as prisoners who are serving sentences and seek for this section of the law to be declared null and void. As a result of the unlawful conduct, actions, and inactions of servants, agents of the state, the claimant has suffered breaches and contraventions of his fundamental human, statutory, and constitutional rights and has sustained injury, loss, and damage, and requests that this court enhance the respect for his inherent dignity as a person and a citizen of a free and democratic society and his constitutional rights by granting the relief sought. One court document read, Miller, who is appealing a murder conviction, is among 23 individuals, including Frater, Guest, and Spencer, charged in March 2024 under the anti-gang law for alleged involvement in the Klansman gangs. The group is accused of crimes such as murder and illegal firearm possession, reportedly committed between 2017 and 2022. The Minister of National Security has confirmed being served in the matter, but stated that it is unable to confirm the response of the superintendent and minister at this time. Faced decades of scrutiny, the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center has faced decades of scrutiny. Concerns escalated following a structural assessment conducted after an earthquake rocked the island in October 2023. The report, parts of which were made public by the Sunday Gleaner in February 2024, flagged several areas, including 5 blocks housing 196 inmates, as posing an immediate danger to inmates and staff, recommending urgent relocation and reconstruction. The facility, along with the St. Catherine Adult Correctional Center, has long struggled with overcrowding and deteriorating conditions, highlighting the urgent need for a modern correctional institution, a solution that successive governments have yet to deliver. The current administration has stated that plans are being explored for a modern prison. Tower Street Prison was established by the British colonial government for slave trading, later becoming a prison in 1845. Similarly, the St. Catherine facility was originally built in 1655 as a holding area for slaves before being used to house dead row inmates. Wow. A United Nations finding in 2010 stated that the two facilities were overcrowded, lacked sanitary facilities, and any meaningful opportunities for education, work, and recreation. In other news, the boyfriend of Jadine Gale, the pregnant teen who was found dead in St. Mary earlier this month, has been charged with her murder. Labili, also known as Chubby Carr, a 39-year-old bus driver of a Mountain View address in St. Andrew, was charged Saturday following a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney. Carr had been taken into custody as the prime suspect. The body of 16-year-old Gale was found near the Devon Main Road, wrapped in a blue tarpaulin by residents who alerted the police. There were reportedly signs of strangulations and multiple abrasions on her body. It is alleged that the accused and the deceased had been living together since she was 13 years old. A court date is yet to be finalized. Now, people, let me comment on this 39-year-old bus driver. So at the age of 36, he was living with a 13-year-old child. A full-blown relationship, living with a 13-year-old child. Oh my God, this thing is getting from bad to worst. I am now wondering, where are our parents? Are they alive? Right? Family members, they weren't aware of she living with a man. No, man. She must have family. She must have family, people. Let me know what you think. She must have family. She must have somebody who knew that she was living with that man. It is very sad. It is very sad. And it is also alleged that he killed her at the house and transported her body to St. Mary to take the eyes off him. People, this man is a monster. He has to be a monster to kill his own girlfriend who was pregnant at the time. Strangle her. He literally watched her breath left her body. This man is a monster. And I'm just hoping that he will get the full length of the law, 100 years in prison, before eligible for parole. As a matter of fact, by that time, he will be dead. Yes, he will be a dead man in prison. And before he even reach that, I am hoping that his cellmates will torture him inside there. Yes, until he takes his last breath. That is the news for today, people. Like, share, comment, and stay tuned. Bless.